I'm going to show you how to achieve this lavender dreamy eye look. For my skin, I am using the Bobbi Brown BBU palette, which is the perfect palette for a makeup artist. It has 13 corrector shades, 14 creamy concealers, and 20 stick foundation shades. If you're not a makeup artist but still want to achieve really beautiful dewy skin, I highly recommend you check out their products. To apply the products, I'm just using the BDELLIUM 968 brush, and this is from their Phase 2 collection. And this brush is truly amazing. It's cruelty-free and hypoallergenic, and it also has this really amazing handle design where it's a triangular shape, so when you set it down, it doesn't go rolling off the table. I know I've had those instances when I am trying to do my makeup, like in a bathroom or somewhere where I really do not want my brush to roll off, and there it goes, rolling onto the floor. So with these brushes, that problem is absolutely solved. And I'm just applying the product on the center of my face, like hitting more of that T-zone area and underneath the eye area, and then just really lightly buffing the product to the outer edge of my face, because I like my looks to be really natural. So this is one of the ways that I've found to really achieve that, so that your skin still stays looking like skin. On top of that, I am applying Pro FILT'R primer by Fenty Beauty. So you can apply this under first, but I feel that when I apply it on top, it just gives the skin like more luminosity. It just makes it look more alive. It gives it like this really beautiful like dewy finish, and it allows the foundation to set. The Pro FILT'R is shine stopping. It diffuses pores, and it's a primer that just really makes your makeup last all day long. I really love that it has a really light pink tint to it, so it just makes your skin just look really glowy and beautiful. So I'm just really pressing the product onto the skin. And again, this is going to help set the creamy foundation that we applied. And again, thank you guys so much for liking and subscribing to my channel. You guys are seriously the best. On top of that, I'm using a little bit of the Bobbi Brown concealer, and this is a shade from the palette, and I'm just using the 776 blending brush to apply it. And once that's kind of laid down, I'm going back in with the 968 brush and really pressing it into the skin. On top of that, I'm using a little bit of the MAC Prep and Prime setting powder. And this powder is really great. It's really silky. I love that you can wear it over makeup or on bare skin. It gives you this really velvety, smooth finish. For my contour, I'm using the Makeup Forever Flash palette and the same 968 brush to apply it. So I'm cleaning up a little bit of the product just where I don't want the contour to fall, and then going back in and really diffusing that contour so that it's nice and soft and natural. And again guys, these brushes are so soft. They're literally like using a bunny tail to do your makeup. Like, they're just so soft. I was really impressed. Doing the same to the other side, and to ensure that your contour is always symmetrical, I always follow the contour from the center of my ear to the tip of my mouth. And the same, you know, steps on the other side, just cleaning any excess products and then going back in and really buffing the contour in. And the Makeup Forever Flash palette is so magical. You can do so many things with it, from creating like eyeliner to like shadow to blush, just so many things, foundation. For my double chin situation, I'm just taking a little bit and really defining my jawline and hiding that chin situation. For my eyes, I'm using the same Makeup Forever Flash palette, and I'm using the colors Magenta, White, and Blue to create this lavender shade. And I'm just using the 773 shading brush to apply it, and then going back in with a fluffy brush to really blend out that color. And if you notice, I'm taking it quite high, almost underneath my brow bone, but really diffused. To clean up the perimeter of the eye, I'm just using the same concealer brush, and then taking the same shader brush and just running the color right underneath my eye to give this like a more elevated look. So I do have a look very similar to this called Ultraviolet Eyes with a Pink Cheek, but I just feel like this is a more elevated version of that. This is something that I would actually wear like on a day-to-day basis, and it's not just a fun look to create for me. I'm really just elongating that shape so that it gives it a more dynamic look. On top of that, I'm using the ColourPop Ripple color, and this is a cool tone violet with turquoise glitter. And I'm just applying it closer to my lash line to really give you this like wow effect, because it's going to be really pretty when the light hits it, and it's going to be like, ooh, she got glitter on her eye, opposed to like an eye filled with glitter, which is still a really cool look. But this is just more of like that magical like wow effect. Placing a little on my inner corners for that extra glow and sparkle. For my lashes, I'm using my favorite mascara, and this one's the Lash Stick by Glossier. Just making sure you really hit every lash so that you have these really beautiful, wispy, angelic lashes. And with mascara, I usually take around like 7 minutes. Weird that I know that, weird number, but that's what I do. I just think it's so important to take your time with your lashes. I feel like it ties everything together, and the eyes are really like almost the focal point of your face. So it just makes everything look really beautiful. And the wand on this brush just makes everything super easy. For my eyebrows, I'm using the brow pencil by MAC and Spiked, and this is my all-time favorite pencil, as you guys can tell from my past videos. And I had recently gotten my eyebrows threaded, so I'm just really hitting the sparse areas, not really shading in my brows at all, just kind of hitting the areas where I don't have hair or missing hair. To set them, I'm using the Glossier Lash Stick Mascara, and this is one of my favorite tricks to do for brows. I really love that the mascara has lengthening fibers, so it really adds like more definition and body to your brows, and it sets them really nicely. For resistant brows, you're going to see that I'm going to be back combing the hair on this brow a little bit, because this eyebrow is a little more resistant, so it needs just a little bit more product for it to stay in place. And so to do that, I just back comb them and then brush them up. Once the brows are nice and brushed up and combed through and set, I'm going to go in with my highlighter, and I'm using the Strobe Cream by MAC and layering it on top of everything. This is just such a beautiful product. I love the pearly effect that it gives the skin. It's nice and moisturizing. It has great ingredients for your skin as well. So I'm using the same foundation brush to apply it, and then just taking the tips of my fingers and really pressing the product onto the skin. I'm also taking it on my T-zone so that the skin just looks really nice and has like a really beautiful glass effect. And then I'm also taking it on my décolletage area. You always want everything to match. You don't want to have like a really beautiful dewy face and then like a really dry neck. That's not cute. Once you've got your glow on, I'm taking the Glossier lip gloss, which is my favorite gloss as well, to finish off the look. So in my other video, I used more of like a pink lip, but I just feel like this is more me, honestly. Giving my face extra dew with the EVIAN Face Water Mist, and that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. Don't forget to like and subscribe.